Hey everyone, Monkey Wrench Mike. I am here with the latest electric bike from Andsky. It's called the Gravita LS. It has a 1300 watt peak power motor, 90 Newton meters of torque, and a range of 80 miles. So like we always do, we're going to take it out of the box, put it together, take it for a spin, then we're going to grade this puppy on fit, form, and function. How's it going to do? Will it survive the test, and what kind of grades will it get? You got to stay tuned. Well, look at that gorgeous color. I mean, does that orange pop or what? Okay, so you can get it in 4 colors. There's orange, there's red, there's white, and there's black. I think the orange for me just sells it all. It really does. On the back, you have a 750 watt motor, 1300 watts of peak power, 90 Newton meters of torque. This thing will go 20 miles per hour, although you can unlock it to do more than 30 miles per hour. This is a 48 volt, 20 amp hour battery hidden in the frame right here. This is good for a range of up to 80 miles. This thing has a huge capacity, 500 pounds. Yes, it weighs 92.6 pounds. There is a cadence sensor, so if you like the cadence sensor, you are in business with this one right here. There is an adjustable bike stem. Did you see me kind of adjust this up a little bit? Yeah, this is going to fit you perfectly, whatever size you are. If you have a long torso, a short torso, long arms, short arms, however you're built, this will fit you. We have hydraulic brakes front and back right here. We have a full suspension. Look at this right there. That is so nice. We have one here. We have the front fork. I love the Andsky logos. The lettering on this thing is super nice. These are 26 by 4 inch tires. You get a headlight, you get a tail light, and I think you get turn signals. Here's what the screen looks like. This is really a good looking screen. And if you go here, look at that. Yeah, you do. You absolutely do. Here you go. I can take off the wrap. Look at that. I love this. This is so nice. Does the front? Yes, absolutely. So you have front and rear turn signals, and you can see that they're on. This screen is really amazing. I love how big. Sometimes they make the turn signals so small you don't really see them. But this one is huge. You have 5 levels of pedal assist. Here you go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You do have a regular light switch. Oh goodness, yes. Okay, there's your light. You have a Shimano 7-speed gear system, and you have a horn. Oh, it says horn when you honk it. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, now this is a carbon steel frame. You get a rear bike rack, which I think is great. Max 25 kilograms right there. This is a big bike, but it's a step through, so it's going to fit riders of all different sizes. Here's what you get. You get a user's manual, some tools, you get your battery charger. This is a gift bag right here. So you get just a little USB cord right here. You get a bike lock. You get a phone holder. And these are actually, what is this thing? Some kind of, I guess maybe for your flash valve sealing cap. Okay, maybe it'll show your air pressure or something. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool, and you get just a couple of tools right out here. Now, let me tell you, the packing was different, okay? So as you can see, there is some scratching on the bike right there. There's some pitting right there. There's some marks right there. I do not like when they put the front wheel near where your pedal is, okay? Because what happens is you can bend a fork. Okay, look at one of these. If you look closely, I'll show you here. This guy right here. Look how bent this one is. This is where that pedal stem went through. And I'm gonna try, I don't know if I can do it or not. I'll try to bend it back into place. I'm gonna tell the company about this and see if we can do something about that, because that's an issue right there. And it was, you saw me pull. That was really hard to get off of the frame itself. So yeah, that's the second bike in all my bike reviews that I have had encounter that problem right there. I do need to line up the front fender right here. Most importantly, if you ask me, if there is something damaged on the paint, look what they give you. You get paint. You get paint samples. Very few companies actually give you touch-up paint. This thing, yeah, it's a perfect match. I love that. I think that's fantastic. So you get the nice orange and you get the black. So if something scratches up your rear rack or something like that, you can touch it up. Bonus points for that, okay? So now since we're doing things a little bit differently, I'm giving the fit grade right off the bat. So we had a major problem with one of the spokes right there. So we're going to give it a C when it comes to fit. It was not difficult to put together. All the bolts and everything were included. I did not have to air up the tires. That's a good thing. There is some damage though on the frame, and then we got that really bent spoke. So we're giving a C for fitness, a C for fit. Form and function will come after we take it for a ride, but I love this. I really love the color. The Gravita LS, congratulations. You are a good looking bike. The cold front has arrived. Temperatures are dropping. I've got my gloves on, but I am ready to smile and ride this Gravita LS by Andsky. All right, I am expecting, and never before have I haven't even taken this off yet. The handles came covered in plastic. I think that's really kind of cool. I really like that, but I should probably take it off. Here we go, there we go. And it's the same on this side too. So yeah, these are brand spanking new. Well, let's peel back the film and go have some fun. Yeah, that's gonna be really, really cool. Okay, so I'm excited. I really, really am. I gotta tell you, even on a cloudy day, this color, it just pops. It really does. So we have 5 pedal assists. So let's go to, well, this whole, okay, well, that's interesting. Pedal assist 4. This whole right handle is your throttle. Usually you get like a quarter and the rest is stationary, but this whole thing is a throttle. And I think the spoke that was bent is hitting the brake caliper, sounds like to me. That's all right. Okay, let's do some shifting. We'll come up here. We will do a good shifting. We'll do a brake check. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's pretty good. That's not bad at all. Okay, let's turn. It's like a motorcycle, the handle right here. It really is. I'm gonna have to get used to this. It is a comfortable riding position. I could probably even bring the handlebars up some more to make it just perfect for me. But the suspension, there is a good suspension. It's on the stiff side, I'll tell you that. Okay, the wind is crazy. Temperatures are dropping. I wanted to go out and get another bike review done today. So I thought I would take this one because it's a beautiful bike. And to see how she does. So the suspension, I can tell you, this is the test. We go down, this is a really rough road. It is really, really beat up, I guess is a good word for it. There's potholes, it's very unlevel. There's patches, there's everything, cracks, and it gives me a really good feel for the bike. And this suspension, it's a sporty suspension, so it's not the most comfortable, but it does give and it does help. Yeah, it's a stiff suspension. It's like a sports car. It really feels like a sports car. Well, come down here. Let me use my turn signals. There it is. Now, we come up here. This is called Torque Hill. Turn off the turn signal, and I'll go to pedal assist 5, and this is just the bike. Anything above 12 is a passing grade. When I hit bumps, that rear fender is making a sound. Okay, so we're going 15 right now. 14.9 with 1300 watts of peak power. This really should do really well on this test right here. We're going 14.6, 14.7, so yeah, she's gonna fly through this, no problem at all. The seat itself it's like a memory foam, but it could use some extra padding, in my opinion. But that's why you're watching the video, because you want my opinion. So the saddle is a little stiff. It's like the suspension. It's a nice stiff ride. Okay, turning on this. I like how it steers. Yeah, I do like that. Okay. We'll come down here, let the truck pass. It is getting cold, cold, cold. Okay, what I want to do, let's go down in pedal assist. We'll go down in gears. I want to do some pedaling up this hill just to see what it feels like. The Shimano 7-speed, you're going to find that on probably 90% of the electric bikes. I put a lot of air in these tires, but I feel like they could almost use some more. Now with the cadence sensor, it's not how hard I'm pushing, it's just that as long as my feet are turning, the bike's gonna come in and help me. So if that makes sense, it's like the rate at which you go around the circle for your pedals doesn't equal the distance your bike travels, if that even makes sense. I'm sure there's some kind of a mathematical formula on that. Okay, let's go into top gear. Pedal assist 5. Here we go. Ooh, it's getting cold. Now, here we go, full throttle. See how we're doing. 21, 22, 23, 25, 27 miles an hour, 27.5, 28, 29, 29.3. Looks like 29.3 is our top speed. I'm not pedaling, that's just the hill and the bike itself. And then when we hit 20, it kicks in. The bike kicks in. There is a hum from the motor, there's a hum from the tires. But this is a nice, I like it. It rides different than other bikes for some reason. It's more of a sporty bike, I could say, I guess. I wish the brakes were a little tighter. Let's see how we do with our, here we go. So it is pretty balanced. Here we go, yeah. It is nicely balanced, that's good. I do like the steering. A lot of times on these great big bikes, and especially with the step-through design, the steering, the angle of the bar that goes through here can be weird, and sometimes it feels like you're steering a truck. This one does not. This is like a very comfortable position. I feel like it wants to go. See how we can go like this? It'll go whichever way I want it to go. So yeah, this is nice. Woo, here comes the wind. And I tell you what, this bike, you can kind of, it wants to lean. It likes that. Some bikes like to be all the way up, just straight up and down all the time. This is a bike, it's very versatile. 1,300 watts of peak power. I feel like it needs more. 90 Newton meters of torque is kind of an average, but on a big bike with these great big wheels, you definitely need more. I'm sure the wind has a lot to do with it. Oh my goodness. It's not a speed demon. It's a cruiser with a sport suspension. That's what it is. Hopefully that makes sense to you. But I feel like you got a range of 80 miles. You know, that's if you weigh 170, you're going level, you're pedaling, using very little pedal assist. If you're just gonna do the throttle only, it's not gonna be that great. But I feel like this is a quality bike. I mean, the color and the paint is gorgeous. It matched that guy's vest right there. Well, come down here. Let's use our turn signal. I love turn signals. I really do. Cancel the turn signal. I like the suspension. It's not the softest, like I keep saying, but it's certainly comfortable. Okay, let's get her home, and we're gonna give her 2 more grades. We've already graded her for fit, the way that it was packaged and you know what it was like to put together. We're gonna grade her on function and form, the way the bike looks. Okay, when it comes to form, yeah, absolutely. This is a beautiful bike. I love the logo, the lettering right here, the fact that you have this suspension that completely moves the back half of the bike right here. You've got an oil-filled shock right here. You've got the front fork right here. You've got these gigantic tires, and you have a very nice rear rack. Not every bike gives you a rear rack these days, and I think they should, because it just makes the bike so versatile. You can put books on here, whatever you want to. And you're gonna need to put something on here if you use electric bikes the way that they were designed, okay? Because this is a replacement for your car. You're gonna save a ton of money when you're out here doing this. So yes, absolutely, we're going to give it an A on form. Function, I think it needs more power. Absolutely, 1,300 watts of peak power. I think 1,500, 90 Newton meters of torque. I'd like to have 110 Newton meters of torque, because you've got bigger wheels, bigger tires, so it takes a little more effort to make those things turn, which is going to take away from some of the power, okay? The whole grip right here turns, okay? So sometimes I found myself, if I was stopped or whatever, and I would turn this just a second, the bike would try to take off on me. I like where they have this part of the handlebar, that is the throttle, and this part is stationary. That's just me, but that's just one of the things I like. I love, love, love this right here. The display is fantastic. It's color, it's gorgeous, it's got everything you could ever want in there. You do have these amazing turn signals. I think that's fantastic. I just wish it had a little, see, I just tried to do that again, so let me turn it off. I wish it just had more power, okay? Other than that, it was really, really nice, okay? So we're gonna give it a B on function. Now, the one thing that, the way it was packaged, and I told you about this, that one spoke that is a little bit off, I'm gonna contact the company. I'm sure they will send me a replacement, but that was the little sound that I kept hearing when I was riding the bike. Other than that, the build quality, I think, is really, really well. I wish they did a little better job of sanding some of the seams right here from the welds. Yeah, that would change the whole thing of the bike. A little sanding would make a huge, huge difference. And there was a bit of a rattle from back here. every once in a while when you hit a bump, you could kind of hear something go pop. Nothing major, but it just wasn't, you know, a completely silent electric bike. Okay, when it comes to price, $1,900, $1 less than that. It's $1,899. Normally, they've got it marked down to $949. So that is a huge reduction in price. And that's kind of where bikes, a lot of the bikes are in the $800 to $1,000 range right now. This one, it deserves to be in that. I mean, it's a great fitting bike. It's a well-built bike. And it's not super cheap in any regards. I mean, there's nothing really kind of chintzy about it. It's a well-built bike, and for $949, I recommend it. I think it's great. It's going to teach you about electric bikes. It's going to have a big variety. If you're a taller person, you're going to fit on this. If you're a shorter person, because it's a step through, you're definitely going to fit on this. And like I kept saying, the steering is dead on. I've ridden bikes with almost this same frame, except the angle of the bar right here is different, and I felt like I was, like I said, steering a truck. This one, when you steer, the bike wants to go with you, and it did fine when I took my hands off of the handles right here, and I could ride like this thing almost all day. So yeah, well-built bike, not super expensive, and colors that are just really, really amazing. If you want to get some more information on this, go ahead and check the description box below. We're going to have a link there for you. It will take you right to the website. You can make one of these your own. The toughest decision is which color should you get. All right? Thanks for watching, everybody. We are back with another electric bike review very, very soon. In the meantime, have a great day, okay? Bye-bye.